Hopefully this thing's working properly. It's been, let me see here. Okay, a while. It's been a while since I've streamed just about anything. Mostly due to busyness and focusing on other things. Such as grinding a very annoying game with a very toxic fan base who loves to lose, I guess. League. Now I'm back here, and before I even started streaming, because I didn't honestly feel like doing it for a bit, because I was just doing a bunch of the game's side content, and oh boy. Hell was that? Whatever. Because I was just doing a bunch of the game's side content, and I defeated a bunch of big monsters, and they ended up giving me lost arts. I said, oh shit. Unless I completely missed it in Cold Steel 3, I didn't see any of them. Any of those lost arts. So finally being able to use them is pretty damn good. I have one for Emma, and I have one for Muse. Oh yeah. I have Leanna's Kiss, which is this, and where did I put it? All right, Prominence Nova. Good on me. But killing those monsters, man, it took so much time. They were just so beefy. Alright, just gotta send this off so people actually know I'm streaming and then I can actually continue. Alright, ready to go. Feels like part of it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm honestly tempted to just shift you here and you here for now. I play with you guys enough off stream. Yeah, story, whatever. And I can't continue. I have a save point. Hopefully the background can't be heard. So if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be like a neutral zone. Yeah.
Indeed. Important figures from each one of our neighboring countries.
And protagonists.
The Kingdom of Liberl, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard.
Except for the last one.
And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
Haven't seen Lloyd since he kneecapped one of those robots. Called Zarbra units, right? I forget. Yeah, Zarbra soldats. I know it's from my perspective from out here, but the ship just looks so small that it's surprising getting cold to anyone. Oh man, I didn't get anyone. Playing World Flipper on the side.
So, you showed up after all. As do you, Schwarzer. Despite everything General Le Guin and Miss Clotilda tell me you've been through. Your Highness, Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us. Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council. What happens here today could very well change the course of history. Follow me, everyone.
That was even Reen's fault. I agree with Celine. He also kicked your ass, girl. Randy, ready to punch a wall.
Wow, it looks like the party's already started.
Oh, finally,
Kinda
thank
feels
God.
like this meeting was a long time coming, huh?
Ah, there's our protagonists.
Well, I'll be.
Took you guys long enough.
Long time no see, Tita.
Have you grown a few, Reach? Or am I imagining things?
Estelle, Joshua, and...
Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise?
Ren! Oh, you guys. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt. We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah! You're here, too!
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire? Oh yeah, let me introduce you to Fee. So...
Fee? Like, the Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh, yeah? Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Speaking of Shera, we still don't know where she is, do we?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
Right. It's only been about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left Heimdall altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got all the other Erebony Embracers looking out for her, too.
Tio! Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two.
Ellie, I can't breathe.
Oh, Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know.
Oh, you don't say. That's cool. But also, I could really use some air.
I don't know why you're complaining. I
Hey,
wouldn't.
the dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
I agree.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
Talking about two different
Now,
things.
hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not a...
No.
Forget I said anything, all right?
Hey, no, me and Randy thinking the exact
Shame
same
on
thing.
you, Randy. There are children here.
Randy Riz.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission. As someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for.
That's right. You carry on the spirit of Crossbell in a way all your own.
I think we're all aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna. Every one of us.
Thank you.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
Hello, Ellie. How are you? I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Thank you, Elisa. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Aw, thanks.
I suppose I'd better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Reen Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Oh, Ellie!
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters and Ren. Even Olivier and Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yup. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch. It's good to meet you, Reen. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Got it. I think I'll take you up on that. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
As are we.
Oh.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half. I really owe you for your help during Operation Birdcage. I'm sure I'll get the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Reen, we fight on the same side. As equals.
Instructor Reen?
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Reen.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, but Crossbell too. It's the same with North Ambria and Jirai as well. Even this awful war with Calvert. I have no idea how I can even begin to apologize.
No, Reen. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You wanna know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair.
Yeah.
A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come. I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Reen. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world itself. Together.
Lloyd. This guy, I swear.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that? I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim, and it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
Aurelia's watching this from somewhere.
You got it.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
Oh, there we go. Knew it, called it.
Principal Le Guin.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
She is. Best character in the series.
She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Bracers of Liberl. Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself.
Love this character.
I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you.
I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course. But time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
What?
I knew it.
Well, if it isn't the special support section, I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
Oh yeah,
A pleasure to see you again, your lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to, though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare.
Would love to have him around now.
Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert.
Which was still bullshit.
I can only imagine the pain this must put you through. You have my deepest sympathies.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, your lordship. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here. Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, your lordship. It's an honor to receive you.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here.
Should have got something
Correct
to
me
eat.
if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Elphin, Lady Mildine, I don't believe I've ever formally had the pleasure.
That conference is
Though I
bloody.
suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other. I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Ah, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Meal Mirage.
It's an honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you, of all people, have been particularly busy of late, President Rocksmith.
What?
No way!
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I didn't realize we had neglected to make our introductions.
In that case, allow me to go first. I am Albert von Bartolomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Remiferia. It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thor's Military Academy.
With the jawline, get it from God himself.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvert. I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
Indeed. And in person, no less. What's the President of Calvert doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machius Regnitz. Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fee Clausel, correct?
Let me guess. She told you.
As I suspected, you work for Calvert's Central Intelligence Department.
Wood.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules. Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm Lucy Sayland, private secretary to the Grand Prince. For those of you we met before, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Now I understand. You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvert are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing. It would seem they've arrived.
Wait, hold on. Is that Cassius?
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberl has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
Oh, the princess too.
It's the Princess of Liberl. And beside her...
Man, today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us.
Last time I saw Cassius, he was riding a dragon at the end of Sky the Second.
My name is Claudia von Auslies. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberl. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Thank you. I don't need to hear everyone gasping and dotting for 20 more minutes. Oh, so while they're conferencing, I'm just kind of chilling. Oh, wait, no. Oh, come on. So, what now? I honestly might order some food. Considering this stream seems to be mostly talking. Oh, you can't mention dinner to me right now. Come on, man. Though I do have to decide what I want to eat. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. You know what? They're all grouped up, so it makes it easier. Well, I guess yes, in the sense that it's just going to be a lot of... what's the word for it? I don't want to say filler chit-chatting, because this is kind of important, but god damn. I don't know, I forget what the Calvert game's called. It's like Sin Trails of... you know, I'm looking it up. But regardless, I am interested in Calvert as a whole. Let me see. Trails... Yeah, Crimson Sin, there we go. Or, okay, so it's Trails in the Dark, but it's Kuro no Kisakita Weebs. I do want to play the game. I saw a really funny flowchart in regards to the Trails series. It was on a Twitter comment thread about someone trying to explain how someone wants to go into the Trails of series and what to expect. And on one side, it was Cold Steel, and on the other side it was like the Crossbell games, right? And for Crimson Sin, they put on the same side as the Crossbell games because it was a little more... It was a little less like Cold Steel with its tear of nonsense. Hello, I'm Gabby. It's nice to meet you. Oh, hi Gabby. Nice to meet you too. How's your day going? Hopefully well. I should probably look up some gameplay about Crimson Sin. I know someone who is all about that Kisaki stuff. I could just ask him after this. But I saw like one trailer and the protagonist transform into this weird demon suit. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. My day is going okay, and I love Cold Steel as well. That's cool. Have you played all the Cold Steel games? All, some, a few. Maybe just watch the story on YouTube. Yeah, Cold Steel 3 wasn't a... Would I call that a friendly duel? Ah, you're new to Cold Steel. So, you haven't played any of them, or have you just, like, touched the first one at least? Or are you interested in the series and are thinking about getting the first one? Back to streaming, bro. Yeah, it's been, I think, almost 2 weeks since the last time I streamed. And I do want to finish this game before Trails into Reverie comes out. I'm going to get this game for my birthday. Cool. Wait, hold on. Are you starting all the way from 4? Well, if anything I can say, you'll have a lot to do when you get this game. And I don't mean like story-wise, this game is chock full of content. I genuinely hope you enjoy it. And Reverie, since Cold Steel 2 and 1 are not on Switch yet. Ah. Thankfully, this game has like a summary, right? Of 1, 2, and 3. You can select on the main menu to read what has happened in them, I guess, if you want. If you're caught up to speed with the games, oh well. Next is... Okay, I've got several conversations left. Oh, Report of Grace is here too. Yes, that's right. By the way, who is your favorite character so far? I always like asking this of people. You know it's the Queen Aurelia Le Guin. Too good? Yes, I know. You have a massive crush on her. Do I blame you? No. I love a character that just commands the room when she walks in. I still think my favorite scene of her is when all the girls were talking in the bath and she just walked in, sat down and said, "Alright, taking control. So this is what you ladies do." Loved it. Oh, and she just popped into the fortress and at the battle arc and just completely smashed a massive monster with ease. And then they wanted me to switch parties? Like, why would I not want to be in the party where Aurelia Le Guin is in? Hmm? Well, the answer to that relation question is yes and no. Ah, here's the goat. There's my goat. Reen, Elisa, Altina, Lee, Fee, Estelle, Joshua. As a Fee and Altina lover, hella respect. I mean, Irene, you gotta be careful about that. I'm not sure you had it easier, but Huh. Gotta be careful, Randy. Can't talk about ladies when Lloyd's harem is right there. Oh shit, where is Risha? Well, Wazzy makes more sense why he's not here given his position, but... I'm going to do this game on easy mode since I'm a beginner. Okay. So, let me just be completely blunt on that part. Even on the hardest difficulty, this game is really easy. It's a thing that Cold Steel 3 had too, where Brave Orders were just way too broken. In this game, they do have some... Ooh, wait a second, hold on. In this game, they do have... well, they try to nerf it a little bit, but they're still broken. You can pretty much brute force your way through any boss fight. And bosses in this game aren't hard. They're just very tanky. Not to mention they can heal intermittently, so... They're just long fights, they're not hard fights. Plus, you have allies whose Brave Orders, which is like their commands pretty much, allow them to reflect damage for a certain amount of turns. Like Tio, or not even reflect, just reduce damage. There's 80% damage reduction Brave Orders, there's 50 that Reen has, there's just reflection of damage entirely that Tio and Altina have. It's not a hard game. It's very easy. Even if the boss is like higher level than you, you'll be fine. But people are different. I totally enjoy playing games on their hardest difficulty, just because it's just way more fun. Okay, thank you for telling me that. No problem. I would also recommend, if the second you get Muse, just never take her out of your party. It was the same thing in Cold Steel 3, in which she's just a massive... Her arts damage is insane, and she carries. There's a Brave Order that she has that increases her arts damage, lowers the EP cost, which is how much it takes for you to cast your quote-unquote spells in this game. And it also regains your arts. So if you want to use that when your enemy's not even low, when you know they can't kill you, I'd say do it. To be blunt, this game is not balanced. At times I feel very bad for the bosses that I'm fighting. Like at worst, the enemies are annoying, but they're never hard. Everyone's different, but I feel like if you try like beginner, you might fall asleep. Might. Look at you giving halfway sounding advice. What do you mean? Anytime I give advice is good. There's nothing I've ever said that's wrong. I don't like those dots. I mean... Alright, tell me an instance where I've ever lied. Just now? What do you mean just now? Whatever, I'm ignoring you. There's a small part of me really hoping that I can fight, Caius. Oh, Cassius. Oh, what did I just... Maybe a small little sparring session. Being both coming from the same schools.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
That asshole. I wonder how many acts are in this game, like 4? And this is where I sit up in the gamer position. Fee is kind of a menace. She's always been a menace. Oh great, I had to leave when the conversation was actually getting fairly interesting. Whatever. Fee just being a demon. Do you have any intention of platinum this game, by the way? No. I'm just gonna tell you straight up no. So, I think I already mentioned this before, or maybe I was talking to someone else, I don't know. But, I decided to look up the trophy guide, right, for this game. And while I can't exactly say it's bad, it's the fact that it requires 2 playthroughs, and quite frankly, I don't care enough to go through this game a second time. It was like Cold Steel 3, in which I could have platinumed it in one run, but I just kind of chose not to. Don't worry, I'll be looking in adventuring with Reen, and I have been looking forward to getting this game for months now. There is no way I will fall asleep even on easy mode. So long as you have fun. That's all that matters. I saw a comment pop up, but I don't see the message. Ah, there we go. I had to change the settings a little. Yes, you're right, and I also stream on Twitch. If you like, please come and watch me there. Yeah, sure. Wait a second. Hey Gabby, are we in the same Discord? My Twitch account is Yukiane19. Alright. If I see you streaming and I can stop by, I'll certainly stop by and say hello. No doubt. I'm not sure. Are we? Are you in Oni Black Mage's Discord? She heard that from all the way over there. That's what he focuses on? Okay, maybe that's a different Gabby. Oh, okay. Yukiane 19. I believe I found you. I assume you're the one with the Altina profile picture. Alright, good. Well, I just dropped a follow, if that is you. Yep. Yes, that's me. Yep. Just press follow.
Oh, you there, young man.
You're Reen Schwarzer, correct?
As am I. Stories of the Ashen Chevalier have certainly made their rounds across Calvin. Though I suppose not all of those stories paint you in the best light.
As stories are one to do from secondhand. It's such a weird sentence to read. Like, sorry for destroying your stuff. Like, I feel like that's such a dropped, important segment of Reen's story, in which the Northern War was just kind of thrown into, honestly, rather boring exposition in the third game, instead of being something you played through. Thank you very much for following me. I hope you enjoy my streams. I probably will. Not probably, definitely. Next time I see that notification, I'll make sure to drop in and say hello.
I was wondering when we'd finally get the chance to meet.
Hearing you act nice instead of your usual cynical and apathy is kind of funny. Screw
The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
I swear,
In a way,
do people just...
This feels closer to a reunion than a first meeting. Perhaps it's due to all the tales I've heard about you from Tita and Josette.
I swear, you, Lord, and everyone else in my Discord just decides to jump in and dunk on me. Stay silent and watch, yeah?
And from Prince Olivert as well.
Is the Noelle's VA? You mean the princess? Or I guess if you didn't see the purple-haired girl, then yes, I believe so. I think that's Christina V. Okay, I'll be expecting you, and I'm going to stream Cold Steel 2 when I get it, but I don't have a capture card, so... Alright, so I'm not streaming with a capture card. I'm streaming on the PlayStation 4 broadcasting. I'm streaming on 720p right now.
There you are.
And it doesn't look like total crap, so I'm sure you'll be just fine. Though before I was on Wi-Fi instead of having myself plugged into a router, which caused me to disconnect a few times. Now it's happened far less often. I can count it on like one hand. As long as you have a stable sense... Oh wow. As long as you have a stable connection, you'll be fine. When I manage to catch a stream, I will attempt to help you as best as possible, but the game pretty much streamlines you. Let me see, I think I've had this on autoplay for like an hour. Okay, thank you again. No problem. Best character come back, this hornball screams at the top of his lungs. And if you want, we can also talk in Discord too, if you want. Yeah, sure, that sounds fine to me. Optional contact will become unavailable. What optional content? Do I actually have something to do in here? Oh, they probably mean like playing cards and stuff. I see green. That'll probably have some relevancy in Kuro no Kiseki. I wonder when... I think it takes place like a couple years after this ends? Oh, okay, I literally cannot do anything else. Alright. So then what are they talking about, sub-quests? Do they only mean those... Oh, it seems that YouTube did that weird thing where it multiplies my comment section. My Discord is... my account picture is Lisa. Alright. I'll just send it now, if anything. And sent. As you can see, I got it. I accepted your request. Yeah, I threw you a wave. And it's nice to see everyone together here. Yeah. It's one of the things I like about this series. You can always see characters from different games. I love the passage of time in series. Love it, love it. From just seeing what a character is doing for something so basic as seeing if their design has changed from an artist's perspective. I will say though, I do like Joshua's sky design more than the one he has now in comparison. Oh, look at Estelle being jealous. Well, Estelle and Joshua are dating each other now. Yeah, I know. And I also know that, like, Miss Princess over there used to have a crush on him. But for Estelle to get all weird, considering that they've been together for years, I just never understood it. Anime trope and all that, it results in funny moments, but I'm just like, why? For an old man, dude is ripped. That's kind of cute, actually. I understand it. I wonder if I'm ever gonna see Master Kai-Fei actually get into a fight. I'd love to see that old man throw down. She is all over the place. Understandably so, though. Of course they have. What optional quests? Okay, there has to be something outside. Never mind. Oh, whoops. Whoops. There we go. Best girl returns. This place is really big and wide, huh? Yeah, it's fairly opulent. Considering what they have to do here and all the most important people and probably in the series. At least right now, until the main protagonist of Crimson Sin comes out. It fits. There is probably a fan theorist out there who's like, I'm right, I told y'all I was right. And they're kind of related in another way. Oh, and I'm the down bat. Yes, you are. Besides, you were thinking it too. Shut up. I won't dignify that with a response a little late. I'm glad Elisa seems to be getting along with Ellie. Yeah, Elisa is also pretty close to Tio. They conversate enough. What, you both have a thing for very, very dense in a black hole guys? Who are the respective heroes of their each region? It always kills me that Lloyd is a detective, and when it comes to romance, bro is... Same thing with Reen, Mr. Unclouded Eye. Oh, we shouldn't have said anything. Rip my boy Ash. Well, Rena and Lloyd are similar when it comes to romance, but I think it's kind of charming in a way. I'm a girl myself. I think I can get the whole honest to a fault characters. It's just... it makes no sense. It's like the game makes them smart as they need to be when it comes down to it, but then dumb as they need to be when it comes down to it, and I just want to bang my head on a wall. But hey, different strokes for different folks. I'm a dude, so maybe it just kind of flies over my head. Ooh, excuse me. It's okay, I understand that, and I think you're a nice guy too, and also friendly. Thanks. I definitely appreciate the compliment. Let's see, I have way too many people to talk to still. Oh, right. An hour ago I was looking for food. I need to do that since I'll be ending the stream in like 30-ish minutes. And I am hungry. And then once I finish the stream, I'm gonna challenge Lloyd to a game of cards. Oh right, I didn't mention this before, but the side games in this game are really fun. Like Vantage Masters, I love it. Pom Pom Party, I love it. They're so much fun. I went to an amusement park in this game too and was just blasting a bunch of zombies. That was great. You shouldn't forget to eat. You need energy to stream. I mean, yeah, but I ate earlier, so it shouldn't have been too much of an issue, but now I'm starving, so. Hopefully all my food finishes by the time I finish this stream so I can just leave and start watching some anime. I mean, the minigames, I would love to play it as well. Yep. Like, to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect to enjoy the minigames as much as I do, but they're pretty fun. If anyone says they're not, they're probably lying. Like, this might be tooting the game's horn a little bit too much, but they are lying if they don't think Vantage Masters is fun. I see that I can't wait to try it out if I get the chance. You'll definitely love it. Duvally, one of the rare exceptions of a tsundere I don't dislike. Oh yeah, how did your grinding session go yesterday? It was an uphill, oh my god. Some people who play online games, it's very hard for me to tell if they're human or not. Because there are certain decisions where I don't think you need to understand, like, how to play your character to understand that dying 20 times in 2 minutes is not okay. And that's a skill. Not a good skill, but a skill. Thankfully, I was playing with a friend, so it wasn't just me alone. Would have lost my mind. But I definitely earned more than I lost. Oh, she short-circuited. Yep. She's a little better than okay. What's going on is that all three girls should probably run. Yep. Honestly, Regan should just leave. To be quite honest, I'd just walk out. Cold Steel is going to be my first RPG. Uses my big brother loves playing RPG games like Monster Hunter, Spider-Man, Devil May Cry. Really? So this is going to be your first introduction to these games? Cold Steel is definitely one of the more unique aspects in which it's one of those games I can call to mind in which it's a very, very, very long rabbit hole. I wouldn't say you have to play the first game to understand everything that's going on, because past events are referenced well enough by the cast of characters. But you will miss a lot. Like, you won't really know who Agate is or the Crossville cast is, and I feel that's kind of a shame. But still enjoyable. But that's good. RPGs are great. I love it. Love the genre. I love sitting there sinking 80 hours into a game. Like, my favorite RPG will forever be the Tales of franchise. Or Tales of Vesperia, to put a specific one to mind. That's yet to be top for me. No, you shouldn't walk around some more. I think we're good. Okay, I've got 2 more. Well, the Tales... You Big Brother used to play Tales of Abyss? Yes, sir. It is a great franchise. It was a gold mine I found one day, and I have not regretted it. Of course, not every game is a banger, just Hysteria, but it has way more hits than misses. It's also something that rewards player longevity. Like the amount of cameos they throw at you, the references to past Tales of games. And there's always extra dungeons in which past game characters, like even from the first game, will appear and you can fight them or interact with them and so on. Does sound fun. It is fun. Incredibly so. Each game, for the most part, is fairly standalone. So you can just hop right into one, and it really wouldn't matter if you've ever played any of the other games. I can wax poetic about the game for days. So now I'm just sitting here waiting for the next Tales of game to come. They had 2 gacha games in global. I specified global because there's one in Japan that's still going on called Tales of Raise. It wasn't global, but they shut down the global servers. They had Cristoria and Luminaria. Both games were great. Both games' stories could have made it on console, but then they axed them, so I'm stuck in limbo. A hard fan, yes, very hard fan of the series. I will pre-order it from the moment they put it on the website. I still need to 100% the latest one Arise. It's just the remaining trophies I have are fairly miscellaneous. I just gotta sit down and do it. One's for weapons, and the other one is... I forget. It's weapons and... Alright, fishing. Northern War, and the game system is going to be similar to the Coles 3. I already pre-registered for it, but it's still in Japanese. Oh, so the pre-register for that is currently going on. Interesting. I think there is still like a Trails of Gacha game that's not the new one coming out right now, because I keep seeing some pictures of it. But I have to pre-register for the Northern War. I at least hope it's better than the anime. Like, I honestly wasn't expecting much or anything out of the anime, and I am a little miffed that it stars a new protagonist instead of just documenting what Reed went through during his time serving in the Northern War. Like, they decided not to include that in Cold Steel 3 for literally no reason. You'd think they'd say, oh damn, you know, Northern War is a pretty big part of Reen's life. Maybe we should get... Nope. Eye-rolling cringe. Imagine Claudia, or Chloe, is just sitting on her throne, and Reen just, you know what, Claudia would probably message Reen, not the other way around. Hey, do you want to play a game? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, but the anime was fun too. I was just happy to see Reen in it. Fair enough. That's a weird thing to remember. Weirdly specific. I think this is the last room. Yep. Every Switch version online for my birthday, so I'm just... Oh, that's so lucky. That's a very kind aunt. I'm waiting until I finish this game before I even purchase the Reverie. That's why I'm trying to, like, attempt to blow through this before the game comes out. But I thought it was coming out in July, not August. Oh, damn. Looks like I got more time than I thought. Nope. I like that he adds that thing later on. Alright, be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, I love my auntie. She's pretty cool and kind too. And the game also comes with a wallpaper digital soundtrack. Had to just quickly jog to the door, get the food I ordered. Oh, what will I be having? It's nothing too fancy. I just ordered some Popeyes from a nearby fast food place. It's been a bit since I've ordered any fast food. Figured I can't even say treat myself. This is not healthy. Splurge. Figured I'd splurge. Okay, but it still sounds yummy. Yeah, Popeyes has this new strawberry biscuit thing. I've only heard good things about it, so I say, you know what? After scrolling through what to order, I decided to just say screw it and ordered from Popeyes. I was not aware it came with icing on top, though. Of course, Sorelli is the one to stand. Just built different. If you guys don't like Kia, sit down right now. Hey, Yuna, get up. You make that adorable child sit down right now. after an hour and 45 minutes.
What you see before you is an outline of Operation Meal Mirage. Our response to Operation Jormungand.
Finally. Jesus.
I knew it.
It doesn't stray too far from what we'd expected, but even so...
Seeing it all laid out like this makes it overwhelmingly real.
I get that a plan this crazy is probably our only hope, but still, we're really gonna do this, huh?
The Empire has drastically increased its military might, due largely in part to the draft. Current estimates number their forces at 1.2 million strong, and that figure will only rise before the fighting actually starts.
On the other hand, Calvard's military can barely scrape together 800,000, at most. Even if they try to boost their ranks with a draft of their own, that probably won't go over too well, judging by their last election.
Not to mention the huge difference in weapons and resources between the two countries. In terms of both aerial combat fleets and core tank units, Erebonia has a clear advantage. And that's without taking Panzer Soldats into account.
Like, I feel it's such a shame. The series' political intrigue is pretty damn interesting, but holy crap, it takes so long to get to every time. This is a little bit too much dicking around.
There's no way the Verne Company's production line could even hope to keep up. What's more, the Empire now has an excuse to throw all the new technology it's been developing into this war.
With that in mind, it's entirely possible that the Civil War was nothing more than an opening move.
I agree. It seems likely. The same could be said of the Orbital Shutdown phenomenon, or even the 100 Days War. It is our belief that these events were simply set up, all to pave the way for Operation Jormungand.
I might be stupid, but I don't know how that connects at all to Operation Jormungand, really.
Those monsters. And Meal Mirage is your plan for how to hold back Operation Jormungand. We have with us the Republican Army of Calvard, the Royal Army of Liberl, the Remiferian and Viceland armies, as well as troops from Le Mans and Orid, and even resistance cells acting out of Crossbell in Northumbria.
You intend to coordinate every one of these individual forces united under a single banner to suppress the Imperial Army from all sides.
That's exactly right.
As you stated before, Calvard's armed forces total 800,000 strong. The Viceland army should bring that number up by about 100,000.
The Principality of Remiferia is prepared to lend its aid as well, to the effect of approximately 80,000 troops. Add to that figure an additional 120,000 from the Kingdom of Liberl.
Oh, so it
we
makes
can
them
count on
about
receiving around 20,000
even.
soldiers from Le Mans and Orid combined, as well as another 10,000 from Crossbell and Northumbria. And this is to remain off the record, but we're expecting roughly 30,000 in reinforcements from Arteria as well.
Naturally, we plan on bringing Jaegers into the fight too. We've been scouting out Jaeger corps big and small. All in all, I'd say we're looking at a good 40,000 extra soldiers.
Altogether a combined total of 1.2 million. Finally putting us on even ground with Operation Jormungand.
A war like this would stretch over almost half the continent.
Resistance cells from Crossbell, huh? That must be Sonia and the others.
Yeah, Muriel told me a bit about it, but...
Northumbria too? That have something to do with the movements we heard about there?
Yeah. The resistance there is made up of former members of the Northern Jaegers, who got absorbed into the Imperial Army.
And we got troops from Le Mans and Orid too. That would be their defense forces, no?
That's right. We've actually known about their involvement for a little bit.
I have to say, I'm surprised the High Seat of the Septian Church would choose to involve themselves so directly.
But Rosine mentioned something about this earlier, didn't she?
Yes. The Congregation for Divine Worship is likely deploying the Papal Guard as we speak.
The Imperial Army's technological superiority is undeniable, and we can't underestimate the threat Ouroboros poses either. Further, directing and coordinating all parties involved will prove a tremendously difficult task. That is the purpose of our meeting. To determine who will serve as the key piece in our plan. The cornerstone upon which we can build our success. I present to you Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl. And, as of today, Supreme Commander of Operation Meal Mirage.
Makes sense.
What?
Now that's what I call a power move.
A natural decision. Lieutenant General Bright did head the search and destroy operations against the cult in Crossbell.
What's more, he can already boast having pushed back an Imperial invasion once before. He's the most brilliant tactician of our time, without a doubt.
I should have known.
So you've accepted the position then, Dad? Even after hearing everything that's going to happen as a result of this plan?
I have. This can truly be called the Great War, the likes of which mankind has never seen before. A war that will surely destroy the lives of all it touches, soldiers and civilians alike. Hundreds of thousands of lives. Worst comes to worst, we could see casualties in the millions.
Millions? Yeah, that's definitely possible.
But at least it will keep the Empire from completely destroying everything.
Yeah. She has a point.
I think I speak for us all when I say this dreadful decision weighs heavily on our hearts. But there are stakes here far more dire than the invasion of Calvard itself. Namely, Erebonia's 2 Septarians, as well as its curse, which spreads further and further with every land it conquers.
Considering Irene kinda killed one of
It's all
them.
connected.
If we don't act soon, the Republic will fall to the Empire's advance, drowning the entire nation in its curse. It would then only be a matter of time before the surrounding countries fell as well, until finally all of Zemuria is in the curse's grasp.
There's no other way. They'll probably find another way. Though this definitely feels like one of the more realistic approaches in terms of a war of this magnitude, which I kinda like. I'm all about consequences.
All for the sake of reviving the ultimate being, the Great One. This we must avoid above all else. If this dreadful decision is the only chance we have of saving our world, then so be it.
This whole catastrophe began in Erebonia. Though I can't personally agree to this plan, as a member of the Imperial family, I must allow it. Your Highness.
This is the consensus we have reached. I trust you understand now the reason we've gathered here.
There are a few things we must ask you now. Namely, if you accept the necessity of our plan. And furthermore, if we can count on your cooperation.
I'm sure you'd like some time to talk things over amongst yourselves, and with your other allies as well. But as you can probably tell, that's time we just don't have.
Members of the Bracer Guild, Special Support Section, Class 7, and Thor's Military Academy as a whole. We need your answers, here and now. How do you respond?
When it comes down to it, we, the Special Support Section, are just a single division of the CPD. We're in no position to defy the will of a nation, let alone 4. We understand the severity of the situation. But be that as it may, we can't, in good faith, lend our aid to this cause. There has to be a better way to fix this mess we're in, and we won't back down until we figure out how. Not just to stop this war, but so that someday, Crossbell can take back its independence for good.
My goat.
I see.
You can count the Bracer Guild out of this deal, too. We're the supporting gauntlet of the common people. Their security and protection will always come first. But at the same time, we understand that you have to do this. So instead, we'll make sure to get in touch with our headquarters in Le Mans to organize an evacuation plan for all the citizens. And in the meantime, we'll look for our own way to resolve this, just like the SSS. That's the Bracer Guild's decision.
Estelle.
Ah.
With so many of us still missing, we can't claim to speak for Thors as a whole. But we can, at the very least, tell you our decision as Class 7. Become the foundation of the world. In a sense, those words have shaped our class from the very beginning. A war this big is certainly one way to keep the curse in check. We could be a new foundation afterwards. One built over ruins and destruction. But this curse is not absolute. Though it sweeps across the nation, toying with our fate, there are still those who stand together to resist it. We've seen as much with our very own eyes. We need a plan to try and ensure the safety of the world as we know it. Mille Mirage can be that plan. But, like the Guild and the SSS, we choose to find a third path forward for ourselves. That means dealing with any incidents brought about by the curse, as well as the rivalries. Whether or not that's even possible, I don't know. Time is running out on us even as we speak. Yet still, we'll continue to tread forward, step by step.
Rip the homie. Rest in peace with the goat, by the way.
Because we owe it to Prince Olivert to find that third path he always strove to take.
Rean.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
The path Prince Olivert would have wanted.
I see.
My goodness. The naivete of youth never fails to astound me. And yet, as history shows us, it is precisely the young and foolish who bring change to the world.
The same could be said of those not bound by duty or tradition. Come to think of it, Prince Olivert himself embodied every one of those qualities.
He most certainly did. And his spirit lives on in this next generation.
We have heard your convictions, clear and true. Operation Mille Mirage is already underway. But so long as you respect our position, we will respect yours in turn.
You're under no obligation to participate in our plan. That said, we'd appreciate your help wherever possible. That includes exchanging information, keeping civilians safe, and so on.
We certainly have more room to cooperate than Operation Jormungand does at the very least. You Bracers played a pivotal role in solving the incidents in Liberl, as did the Special Support Section in Crossbell. I eagerly await seeing what such seasoned heroes can bring to the table.
Thank you. We won't disappoint.
I don't know if I'd call us heroes exactly, but we'll help out in any way we can.
Oh, that suspense was killing me.
As grim as our circumstances are, we now know what our mission must be.
Right! We gotta do everything we can to stop this war before it begins. And even if it does, we'll just have to find a way to end it.
Right. Our first course of action is figuring out exactly what we can accomplish right now as members of Thors. I imagine the rivalries will play a key role in that.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
You're all pretty gung-ho about this, huh?
How are you guys so relentlessly positive about everything?
It really is the most annoying thing about them, isn't it?
Wait a sec.
I know that voice.
It's him.
Enforcer number 0 of Ouroboros.
Campanella, show yourself.
Sounds like things are coming along nicely over here. Quite the illustrious guest list you have here. I'm almost starstruck.
You know, you could just plug up TV, right?
It would seem the rumors weren't unfounded.
Belle! The new third Anguis of Ouroboros.
Lady Mildine, my greetings to you and all the leaders of the world gathered here today. I see a number of familiar faces and some new ones too. My, how delightful.
You must be Dieter Croesus' daughter. I've heard the rumors of what you've become.
A member of an international terrorist organization. Gracious me, the audacity of this woman.
Whoa, he really called it, huh, Lady Belle?
Oh, surely.
You're one to talk.
And Mr. Giger King.
Hey, this is some party you guys got going on.
Real swanky joint, too. Shame for you, Zephyr's here to crash it.
Shirley! You...
Boss! That means Zeno and Leo are here too, doesn't it?
Sure does. But hey, we're not done with the lineup just yet. Don't think things will go the same for you here as they did at the workshop.
Please excuse our intrusion.
Oh, Shirley.
Sharon. George!
Oh, I said Shirley just now. I mean Sharon, crap.
Lecter. It's really you.
In the flesh. Long time no see, ladies.
My lady, everyone, I apologize for interrupting such an important meeting.
You should have just kept the mask on, Angie. If you're all quite finished, it's time I make the final introduction.
Your Highness!
Cedric, why are you...
Ah, if it isn't my dear sister, Alvin. And Class 7. Your little stunt in leaves caused me no end of headaches.
You had it coming! That's what you get for getting Elise and Tio all wrapped up in your schemes!
That's simply how it works between us. You should understand this by now. The rivalries are no different. But this particular matter has been entrusted to me by Chancellor Osborne himself. Consider this a little congratulatory visit from us to celebrate the commencement of Operation Mille Mirage.
Were we just hacked?
Yep. They probably used the Society's astral code to infiltrate the system.
Courtesy of Belle and the Fool, I'd assume.
Sounds like we're in for a fair bit of trouble then, huh?
Yeah, they're coming.
What the?
Damn! They brought Imperial warships!
No, not quite.
This is the bridge. We have an emergency.
How do
We've
they...
got 8 Crimson ships approaching on our 9. And with them, a 280 Arch-class airship.
Damn. There's only one ship that friggin' massive.
You mean, the one that appeared during the orbital shutdown?
That's right. Ouroboros' pride and joy. The largest battleship in the history of mankind.
The Crimson Ark. The Glorious.
About time something happened. I think if I do have a chance to save, I will. Hey, it's this idiot. They actually brought him along. Well, it was worth the wait. I hope so. Primarily speaking, I don't like going through like 2 hours of filler just to get to 30 minutes of fun. Alright, we're gonna chop that down for like a half. And I would have been way more, I'm missing the word. I guess I'll say far more okay with it. Listen, I love Gilbert, so he can show up anytime he wants. He's a moron and he's great. Like, no joke, Gilbert's boss battle here was probably the most enjoyable one I've had in the whole game. It was just so comedic. Well, it makes sense. That's actually pretty smart. Ouroboros is already seen as a terrorist organization, so if they were to attack leaders like they did before, it wouldn't exactly surprise anyone, or it wouldn't halt a war effort. Oh, yes. And when I stream, I usually speak Japanese as well. That's fine. And yes, 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 he's here. He's actually here. Yo, get him out of my party. Oh, come on. Why? Oh, wait, I think I just lost some of the strongest members of my party. Whoops. Well, I have to get you in here, and I like Randy more. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Fee. Easy. Wait, we only have like one magic caster? Oh, actually, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, it's very, very tempting to play a little longer, just because I now have Lloyd in my party.
Shall we get going?
Tempting.
Best of luck, all of you! You guys be careful, okay?
Wait, what in the world's going on? Whatever it is, it looks like we got a real juicy scoop on our hands.
One track mind.
Oh, no you don't.
I believe you all know what it is you must do.
Yeah.
We got this.
Just leave it to us.
Don't worry, I feel excited too.
Now then, shall we move out ourselves? We are currently under attack by Ouroboros' enhanced Jaegers and members of the Red Constellation.
The Red Constellation, huh? Gonna be a real pain in the ass, especially with the Blitz there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gilbert's probably heading up the enhanced Jaegers, Not that he's anything to worry about. His archaisms might still give us some trouble, though.
Speak for yourself. I'll make sure that little errand boy regrets ever stepping foot in here.
Ash, Kurt, I'll be counting on you.
You got it!
Understood. We must stop His Highness.
Yuna, Altina, we're going to need your support as well.
Of course! Let's do this, Ellie!
I'll give it my best.
Alright, guys. It's time to begin our joint operation. Team A will go starboard. Team B, you head port.
Our current position is the rear side of the lower deck. Let's make our way up to the top deck. Take out any intruders you find along the way.
Right!
I swear to God, if there's like some joint doors needed to open, I'll nuke myself.
This will be the perfect chance to put our teamwork to the test, huh? It's our time to shine, Reen. Let's go!
Right. Show me what you've got, Lloyd.
I'm also a massive dork for protagonists working together. Uh-huh. Let's see who I got. Yep. Let's see, check their ordnance. Don't have any magic casters on my side. Looks like it's just brute force. I can go with that.
It's my turn! Yeah. Hey!
Let's see here. I want to check something. Attack 3, strike 2, attack. Switch out, so that's fine for him. For you. The one's lacking. Oh, let me see if I can make some EX orbs. Shield 2. I mean, I have the ones I need. Oh. I do need some U material for this, though. It's getting pretty late, so I will probably stop the stream now. I honestly hoped or figured that I'd be done with the meeting earlier. I did not expect it to go on for that long. That surprised me. I figured I was used to this by now. But yeah. I'm probably gonna just continue this tomorrow if I'm able. Because I do want to make up for the lack of streams I've done and the lack of progress I've made in this game. So I'm gonna peace now, eat my food, and come back tomorrow. Good night all, and possible VOD watchers. Don't mind the voice crack.